Good morning, YouTube. MetalX87 here, and just wanted to give some first impressions that I have for Uncharted 4 for the PlayStation 4. Yes, I've been playing Uncharted for quite a bit. I've streamed it for quite a bit, and my impressions are just blown away. What I really like about this game is that it's fluid, it's fun, and just absolutely beautiful to look at. I don't think I've ever played a console game that just popped the way that Uncharted 4 does. The one thing that I also like is that it's fluid with the gameplay. There's a lot of games out there that try and put the whole performance over graphics, and some games put graphics over performance. But in this game, both just flow seamlessly. I've not experienced a lot of slowdowns. Yes, in some situations there are hiccups, but to say that the hiccups are noticeable all the time, it isn't true. The way that the game runs is that you could tell that they optimized this game and that they put in 110% in developing it, and that Naughty Dog's engine is just perfect for the PlayStation 4 and the hardware. So off to the graphics side of things, I definitely want to say that even if it wasn't a beauty to look at, the gameplay is 100% there. From just the movement of the controls, to the puzzles, to the actual platforming aspects of the game, it just all fits. I'm not a person that's played Uncharted before. I've heard a lot of good things, so I can't really compare it to the previous games, but just for my experience for taking Uncharted 4 as my starting point, I definitely want to say that it's a highlight for me, for a video game actual understanding of what these mechanics are and just how these games kind of play. Obviously it does have shooting mechanics, which I think are excellent. It's tough, but not too tough. The way that I've played the game is that I didn't want to have auto aim on so that I could actually go out of zoom and then keep going on individuals. I wanted to keep the challenge of it, and I thought that it was satisfying. The one thing that I will note about the gunplay is that enemies do take quite a bit of damage. And that's one thing that I felt was a little bit frustrating, because there are times in the game where you're overwhelmed and there are a lot of characters and a lot of gunfire. So that was one thing that I found that was kind of not disappointing as to the challenging factor, but making it overly challenging more so than it has to be. When it comes to a headshot, there are multiple times where I felt that there were headshots on characters and they wouldn't drop. And I just don't find it realistic that if you put a whole clip into an individual and they don't die, and it just doesn't seem realistic for a game that looks so realistic. Maybe my aim's off, I doubt it, but I would like to know what other people maybe think of that. But that's just my experience playing throughout the game. The characters and the interactions and the body movement and emotions that these characters have, to just the way that their eye movement is just absolutely stunning. It's like watching a movie when you're in these cutscenes, and you just kind of get lost in the gameplay, and then you even get lost in the video sequences because you just get taken in by the amount of time and effort that it must have taken Naughty Dog to do this. It all just comes together. Like, if you could go to the theaters, you could watch the characters, watch their movements, and just the characters' interactions with each other. It's almost like you do get invested in these characters, and I think that is where the huge win is. I find that if you have a game and it has good gameplay and good graphics, but you just don't feel or get attached to the characters, I don't find that that's really a huge winner. The attachment that I feel with these characters and how they interact, it almost reminds me of Dragon Age Origins with the individuals, that you just get invested in their history, their story, and you feel for them in certain situations. It's just that you don't want to see any harm to them, even though it's just a video game character, and I think that's absolutely incredible that they were able to pull that off. Again, I don't have any experience with the previous Uncharted games, but if this is the way that the rest of the series was beforehand, that I didn't get the experience, I do feel that I kind of robbed myself from a great series that I should have been invested into from game 1 rather than coming into game 4. So that's my impressions of the game. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I would 10 out of 10 recommend this game as a pickup, even for newcomers to the series like myself, or someone that has an invested history in these games. So really appreciate it. Hope you liked the video. Please comment, let me know what you think, and let me know some things that I can improve on. As well, if there's other areas that you want to see reviewed or impressions, please let me know. Thanks guys, really appreciate it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
This is how it will end.
We don't get to choose how we start in this life.
Had to try.
Real greatness